Welcome to Season 3 of Rush of Fear podcast, where we chat all things Halloween Horror Nights, Universal Orlando's premier scare event. Tonight for episode 19, we are discussing HHN 32 and our opinions on the first 4 weeks of the event, including houses, scare zones, show, and food. So now, let the mayhem begin.
What a rush of fear.
Hello, everybody. I am Michelle, your hostess with the mostest for the night. And with me, I've got my whole crew. I got Miss Maddy.
Hi.
And Mr. Kenneth.
I just have to, I don't want to say this without context first, but you said hostess, and my brain just automatically went, where's the cream filling from those commercials?
Oh, my
But I didn't
God.
want to just say, where's the cream filling, you know?
You should have, and then I would have said, that's what she said.
That is true. If you were a hostess product, what hostess product would you be?
I would be that red, what's the red one called?
The snowball?
No, it's red, but it does have coconut on it, and it's like cream filled. It's my favorite.
Yeah, I think that
I
is.
just
that's
can't
a
remember what
snowball.
it's called.
Yeah.
Is it a snowball?
Yeah.
I think there's different flavors of snowball.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would think I am. I think the ho-ho is better than I remembered it being. I
Those
think
are very delicious.
very good.
I could see you being the ho-ho, Kenneth. I could.
Yeah, thank you.
With the little
Yeah.
loopy design on it. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, we all know I am a bit loopy, or I can be.
And a ho-ho. That's, yeah.
Get it?
I wish.
I wish.
I think I would
That
be...
be on our shirt, too.
Goodness. I think
Wait.
I'd be a Twinkie only because the mascot for the Twinkie is a Twinkie with cowboy boots and a cowboy hat. And I like that aesthetic.
Yeah, why is the Twinkie mascot such a cowboy rancher?
He's just a little Western guy, just a little fella.
Why is that?
I don't
That's
know.
very. I've never thought about it before, but you're right.
But your Twinkie would need to have your high top Doc Martens on instead.
Okay, I can do that. And like
Yeah.
Barbie's rhinestone studded pink Western outfit hat. Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm
Oh,
in.
that's good.
Done. Sign me up. That's,
Is there going to be a shirt of the three of us as our hostess?
oh my God.
Little treats.
Yep.
I would not be surprised if somebody creates that. And I would not be disappointed if they did either. I would wear it.
Yeah.
If I could draw at all, I would draw every single thing we've ever described on this show. But
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, I have none of that talent, unfortunately.
If any listeners want to make that happen, we will totally wear those shirts in October when we get back together. Not
Yeah.
even lying.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Anyway,
So-
we started immediately off topic, all the way off topic.
It's okay, because that was a fabulous topic. It was perfect.
That
Could
was.
not
Now
have
I really would like
even
a
thought ahead
Twinkie.
on that one. Yeah.
But like we said at the top of the show, we are here. We have all been to Halloween Horror Nights, some more than others, but we've all seen everything. And we're just going to geek out about what we love, what we've done, what we wish could be better if there is anything. And yeah,
And
there's
some
no
tips
structure.
and things for you guys.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, big time. So that being said, spoiler alert right now. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
We are going full spoilers on the event. If you have not been yet, press pause, put this episode in your queue, keep it for later, and then once you've gone, or if you do want to know everything, like by all means, but just so you know, like we are spoiling everything we can think of
we're
in this
spoiling the
episode.
hell out of this event
Yeah.
Whoa.
tonight. Yes. Spoiling it rotten. For sure. I mean, we're not going to like walk through the house and tell you like every single
No,
little
yeah.
detail, but we are going to
No.
Yeah.
tell some of our favorite details and our highlights.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I like want to nerd out about my favorite things in these houses and scare zones this year. So like I can't do that if I'm trying to like worm my way around not saying something
Right.
at all.
Yes.
That would be a really boring episode of us just
I
worming,
know.
doing the worm. As Twinkies. I mean, that's an even better image.
Maddie's Twinkie character doing the worm to avoid spoiling this
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Listen, I got this.
Yeah, I don't even know where to start. Let me start with
let's
this.
start on like first night. Like we
Let's not. I am traumatized.
I'm trying to forget that first night.
My boots are still drying from that first night. My God.
Last night was kind of like that too. From the day we're recording, there was a big rainstorm last night, and I almost left. I almost went home, but I stuck it out, stayed till the end.
Dang.
Wow.
And it was okay. But woo.
Yeah,
I think number one tip I have for this year is if you are at Halloween Horror Nights and it's raining, it's not fun.
Just leave.
Personally, for me, Horror Nights is not an event that's fun to do in the rain because the scare zones aren't going to be happening. All the lines are going to be outside except for the one for Blood Moon that's in the soundstage, which is such a luxury.
Yeah.
But yeah, Horror Nights in the rain. If you can find somewhere to hide, if you can find somewhere else to be, because the houses in the back flood, the tents and the parade buildings, like it's just been such a mess of weather. So that's. But yes, so we opening night. The three of us were all there.
Plans.
We were ready.
Yes, we had. What is it? That expression? Plans are. What is it? I don't know. I don't remember. There's some expression about God laughing at you for trying to make plans.
Oh,
yeah. It was. Somebody was laughing at us because we were all ready. We met up in the Simpsons, the Springfield Stay and Scream. Not just us, like so many people from the UUOP Producers Club and et cetera.
Yeah.
We were all together and it started drizzling and we were like, oh, this is fine. We've got this little umbrella. This is cool. And then out of nowhere, it was like torrential downpour, literal bands from the hurricane.
Yeah.
But not literal, because we did get the bands from the hurricane earlier in the week, and it wasn't as much rain as that storm on opening night.
It was like a drizzle.
Crazy.
Like the actual, what was it, Hurricane Ida or something?
Idella,
yeah.
Like
it went through, like you said, like 2 days before. I was at work that day. Everyone was like, "Oh, are we gonna do like hurricane ride out?" Blah blah blah. No, we put up the umbrellas. We opened like it was just every normal day. Like, I wore my poncho for like 20 minutes during that day. So this was multiple days later. No hurricane in sight.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
I had experienced 2 hurricanes in that month prior. I went to California, did their hurricane. It was great.
Yeah.
And then I came back home and we did a little bit of a hurricane, no problem. And then just a normal thunderstorm was more rain than both of those actual hurricanes combined.
I mean, it was raining so hard at times and the wind was blowing so hard that the rain almost hurt.
Yeah.
Like it was coming at you sideways. And we were, so after we tried to ride it out for about 30 minutes or 45 minutes. We were soaked. Like every inch of me was soaked. Everything inside my bag was soaked.
And we were on like the back side of Duff Brewery, so overlooking like, the
lagoon
waterway.
side.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so we were at those like little 4-seater tables that have the umbrella attached, and then some people were sitting at the bar. And like it got to the point where like just watching the team members in the bar area of Duff Brewery trying to like sell beer during this hurricane, props to them, because it was insane. Because there's a roof, but there's no side of Duff Brewery, and the rain was coming into Duff Brewery and soaking the people at the bar on like the actual like theme park side, like the food,
it was soaking
side.
The cash registers, like all their equipment. It was crazy.
And they couldn't clear Fast Food Boulevard because people, I'm assuming, weren't like leaving because of the rain from the day park, so they weren't letting any of the Halloween Horror Nights Stay and Stream guests into Fast Food Boulevard to get out of the rain.
Right.
So we left, all of us, including like Lee and Tracy, we all decided to leave even before the day park had officially closed for the day.
Yep.
Like
we said, screw it.
Yeah.
We're done. Like there was no way we were going to do Halloween Horror Nights feeling like we were literally like drenched, like dripping. So by the time I got back to my hotel room, I literally just walked in the door, closed the door behind me, and stripped right there in my room. I had to, and just from stripping right there, I had to put a towel down to sop up all of the water that came off of me just walking in the door. I took a shower, changed clothes, like everything. Had to start all over again.
Yep. Lindsay and I came home, did the exact same thing, and we actually made a little dinner because, like, being so cold and shivering and walking from literally the back of Universal Studios all the way to our car in the parking lot of City Walk, we were exhausted. I was ready for a nap. I was like, I need food or I'm not going to survive the rest of the night.
Yep.
So that was opening night. We left. We didn't do any of the stuff during that beginning portion. And then Kenneth and I met back up around, what was it, like,
it was like 8,
which was actually kind of cool. I, as much as I'm sad that like we didn't have the opening day that we had planned, it was very relaxing. My opening weekend, I didn't feel rushed to do everything right off the bat. And, you know, I think you, me, Lindsay, and Kenneth only did maybe 3 houses that first day. I did 4 houses the next day, and then 3 houses on the final day of that first weekend to like make sure that I did all 10.
Yeah. That opening night, 3 houses really says a lot about what a mess that opening night was, and to no fault of anyone, it was just the weather.
It was cool to come in though with it already being nighttime on opening night. That's something I've never done before.
Yeah, that's true. I just missed having that communal experience that opening night usually is, you know, of everybody being together and doing their first house together, and especially with Lee and Tracy being here and so many people from the Producers Club, which I just want to say that this is the first year that we have been recognized in the park from Rush of Fear, both by Producers Club members, which isn't as surprising, I suppose, because those are, you know, people that we kind of interact with online all the time, but also like strangers who didn't even know that we were us.
That we were us.
I was in line with Maddy and Lindsay for Dueling Dragons, I think, and Lindsay had a Rush of Fear button on her backpack, and a guest behind us in line was like, "Where did you get that Rush of Fear button?" And we were like, "Oh, we're that. That's us.
We're that.
We are that." It was very. So I gave her nice.
I gave her a button, and then her daughter put it on her lanyard, which had other. I didn't see what buttons she had, but there were other like local podcasts and Horror Nights podcasts and stuff. Yeah. So obviously, like someone who follows the scene, follows the community, and follows the shows. So. Yeah, that's fun. So cool. That's been cool.
It's been really, really, really fun. And this year feels like a lot more communal, just in the whole friendship bracelet trading. Like, I have never talked to so many people, so many strangers at Horror Nights before, but it's been such a cool experience. Like, I don't know. It's very cool. The team members are super in on it. And like, you know, they'll approach you and be like, "Oh my gosh, do you want to trade?" And you're like, "Oh my gosh, yeah." And like, everybody's so creative. But yeah, to also meet listeners has been really, 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 really fun.
We even got recognized by a listener who is a scare actor, who saw us come through and then messaged us on Instagram like, "Hey, I saw you guys." That was cool. That was really cool.
And then we went through the house like 3 more times, and it was hi, like oh my gosh,
that was fun. Yeah. So shout out to everybody who has said hey, and if you have not and you see us, like, come say hey. It's very fun, and we'd love to meet anybody who
for sure recognizes
us.
Yeah, so let's start talking about the houses, right? So we to date, we did opening weekend, so 3 nights there, and then you guys have done more than me. But then I did meet back up with you last week, September 14th. Yeah.
Yeah, the 14th.
And we were so blessed to be able to do an RIP this year with one of my wonderful clients, the Clark family. Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you.
It was such a fabulous experience, but we'll get into those details later. But in all of this, we have done all of the houses multiple times. So let's start talking. No.
Do we want
don't all jump in at once.
I know. Do we want to start at the front of the park and make our way around talking about like house scare zone food, like as we make our way in a circle?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, the first
walking
thing,
in. Okay.
Yeah. First thing that you run into is our first scare zone. And at the moment, I can't remember what it's called.
Dr. Oddfellow's Collection of Horrors.
Yes.
It's a very cool opening ceremony this year too. Dr. Oddfellow comes out on that like bridge on top of the lighting scaffolding, whatever you want to call that.
Yeah.
And like introduces himself and the event, and it's super cool. And like if you can catch the opening ceremonies this year, I would recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. And it's fun to see the actual like icon right there, and he's actually talking. Like I don't think it's a pre-recording; it's live on mic.
No, it's not. Yeah,
and he's
and
just
in
up there,
his
right there.
and after that, in his scare zone, he has his own little stage that he goes up on every so often. And again, he's live mic'd, so he does have like this spiel he does about the zodiacs and getting power. And he'll talk to people in the audience and ask them what their zodiacs are and like really interact with them. It's really cool.
He has been reading people for filth. He's like, what's yours? A Scorpio? I could have told you that just by looking at you, girl. And I was standing there and I was like, oh my God. Dang. Call us out.
Great.
Why don't you? So funny.
It's great how he interacts, and he'll eventually come down off the stage and like actually walk around with people and talk to them. It's weird to have not only a scare actor talking to you like that, but the icon.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
it's very, very cool this year.
Yeah.
It's also interesting to see like the icon is in the park, but not in the marketing, really. You know, like I think like if you don't know Horror Nights and you don't do the research and you just see ads for it, you wouldn't know that Dr. Oddfellow is even there.
Yeah.
And then you show up and you're like, oh, here's this character who's like kind of presenting everything. So like within the park, he's definitely used as an icon, but the icons always used to be part of the marketing as well, which now with the IPs like Stranger Things and The Last of Us, like you don't really need.
Right.
Like people are going to see that icon and be like, who I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But Stranger Things, I know what that is. Like, it's an interesting kind of marriage of like the two separate parts of like Horror Nights marketing history. You know,
we got the popular IPs, but we also got a major thing that's catering to us nerds, us HHN fandom. You know, like they're appeasing all the masses this year, and it's so cool.
And I like the setup of this scare zone. It runs from like a couple of stilt walkers right under that red neon Halloween Horror Nights lighting truss, in front of the Today Show Cafe and in front of that new Universe store, all the way to like the end of that sidewalk, right where you get like that backside 4-way stop of the Minions like Villain Con. Before you actually get into like the Dark Zodiac scare zone. And it has really opened up that front entrance. There's no longer that like big clog right as you go past the entrance of Blood Moon and now down like the Minions Boulevard. Right. Like there have been with like all the scare zones in the past up there, especially last year with the Pumpkin Lord being right there across from the entrance of Hellblock Horror. That was just always such a nightmare. But it's really opened it up, and I don't know, it just feels different, and it feels like much more of a presentation with the way that his carriage is set up, and you can see it directly from the entrance. And at nighttime, it's absolutely gorgeous. All the zodiacs on that little like sacrificial table are lit up, and the purple and orange lighting of the carriage with him up there, and it's very, very cool. I love it.
Yep.
I do like it. I think it doesn't solve the problem of an entrance zone kind of being not much of a scare zone. Like, I think that's still true. You kind of walk in and you're like, oh, look, hey, here's the thing. And I'm not really going to get scared in this zone. It's not really set up for that, really. But I do, moving it from where it used to be in between what's now Minion Blast and Villain Con, just out a little bit further towards the entrance and into that Hello Kitty courtyard. It does exactly what I thought it would. You're like exactly what Maddy said. It just unclogs and it relocates that focal point from blocking the street and the traffic flow to out of the way up onto the sidewalk. And I think I love it. I think it's great. I think it's a very good change. And I think it's always going to be hard to make that an effective scare zone, but I think it's a good welcome.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's not, I mean, it is a scare zone technically, but it really is more of just a welcome to the event. And that scare zone does tie into the scare zone that's right next to it, Dark Zodiac, with Dr. Oddfellow kind of right in the middle of them talking about, Zodiacs and things like that. And then if you continue on down Hollywood, you see all the Zodiacs. So that's very cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very neat. I like it. And like the entrance scare zones, like you said, Kenneth, they're not always, it's just like a welcome. It's a welcome to the event. Here are some of the highlights of things that you're going to see throughout the night. Ta-da!
I have to admit, I do miss the chainsaws. Like, that's one of the things that like was most scary to me walking into Halloween Horror Nights in my early days, was like hearing the chainsaws rev up while I'm walking in. Is like, oh my God. And so I did kind of miss that energy.
Yeah. There is a very notable lack of chainsaws in the event overall. They're only in one place.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
They're only in the Hollywood in the Dark Zodiac zone, which I think is just very strange. No Springfield roaming chainsaws. No,
Nope.
I even feel like you could have had chainsaws in the Shipyard 32.
It's a much quieter event overall. Like, really.
Yeah, that's
the characters come out and they try to scare me, and I'm like, "What did you say?"
I know, right?
Can you speak up?
Why are you whispering?
Very interesting. So let's talk about the dark horse that is Blood Moon. Now, I'm going to call it dark horse because I didn't have it super high on my list, my hype list.
Yeah, I have my hype list here, and it was number 9 on my hype list.
Yeah, number 6.
Okay.
Mine was super low too. I don't have it in front of me though. But man, did it change my mind after going through it.
I think a lot of people were turned around on it. This has become, I've heard so many people say this is their favorite house.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I had it my number 9 too. Yep. I just found my hype list.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is moved up. I'm not going to tell you where, but it's moved up a lot. It is so beautiful.
That's right. We're going to save our rankings for the season wrap up. Once the event has closed and we have seen everything as many times as we will see it. But yes, this house, I don't even know that I could say it exceeded expectations because I just didn't really know what to expect. Like, it was low on my ranking just based on the idea of that colonial setting, which doesn't excite me. But this house definitely gives more than just that.
Yeah.
Like it's telling of it. The storytelling in this year's event, I think, is a step up from any other time I can remember. And maybe I'm just paying better attention, but like you can really kind of see what the events that are unfolding within a house, at least a few of them better than in previous years. And there's another one that especially sticks out in my mind as like, this has definite like story beats that if I didn't know ahead of time what this house was going to be, I would still understand the storyline.
Yeah. And for me, colonial for me seems very like, I hear colonial and I think simple, like it's going to be very bare bones and not super elaborate. But that is not true. Like the sets and
nothing simple about
this. Yeah. The sets in this house were so elaborate. And tall and big, like surprisingly.
They built like an actual little town in the soundstage.
Yes.
In half a soundstage.
And it's the coolest thing because like
nuts.
in the center square, you can see through most of the buildings to like where kind of other scares are happening, and then like all the way through the courtyard kind of to the other side, and you can see the bell tower, and from everywhere in the house you can see the blood moon that's like up in the sky. Someone I giggle because someone tweeted, if anyone's ever seen the movie Midsommar, someone said blood moon is Midsommar but autumn and in America, and I can't stop thinking about it because that is 100% true. Like the very end of the house where there's the big like, I don't want to say sculpture because that sounds weird, but like the sculpture made out of bodies with the like,
it's like a
apples,
big totem.
Yeah, the apples and the berries and the like harvest things coming out of their mouths and their stomachs.
The pumpkins growing out of it, yeah.
Very much movie Midsommar. Like it's so funny. But all of the sacrificial deaths, like based on, you know, what store or whatever the people are killed in, like the cobbler is killed with his own cobbling tools, and the candle maker, you know, is strung up and like covered in beautiful, beautiful candles. It's incredible.
And let's not forget the children. I don't want to spoil it too much, but the children.
Yeah.
And their ropes. Quote unquote.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like,
it's
okay
just
then.
It's so good. The false-hearted must die. Like
Let me just say, so one of my biggest like scares ever is walking through a room where there's a lot of people rarely close to you and you don't know which ones are live actors and which ones aren't.
Yeah.
I'm going to say there's a couple of instances of that in this house. And having listened to the Discover Universal podcast and, you know, understanding that if you're a believer, they're not going to kill you. So I'm going through the last scene. I'm like, oh, shit. And so I'm literally screaming, I believe. In other words, don't touch me. Like, I mean, I was not expecting to be at all scared in this house. And it got me. It was so good.
Yeah.
It's gruesome.
Yeah.
It's a good one. A great way to start off the event, you know, first one that you hit. It's a good one. Mm-hmm. So, moving on. Have you guys tried any food past that area at all?
Oh, I think I've tried every food item that I am interested in.
Nice.
Oh.
The first food booth that you bump into is going to be the Midway Delights food truck right there in front of Music Plaza next to the entrance of Rip Rocket.
That's where you get those weird hot dogs, isn't it?
The weird hot dog and the sour apple funnel fries.
Yeah.
Should we save our full thoughts on the food for the episode that we're going to do with Mouthful?
Oh yeah, I guess we should.
Yeah,
we can talk about what we've eaten, but I don't want to get too into the details. But just hints, little sprinkle dash of thoughts.
Okay. Well, I'm dying to try those funnel fries, but I haven't been able to grab them yet.
And this was the booth I was assigned for the Mouthful crossover. So I was there with Maddy and Lindsay one night. I walked up there and I said, "Give me everything you got. I'll take the lot."
Yeah.
And I ate them.
Mm-hmm.
And this place has its ups and downs. We'll just leave it there.
Yeah, for sure. And then the next house that you get to is going to be The Exorcist, which is going to be the house that has its queue going through Music Plaza this year. I'm going to save my rankings for the end of the season. However, The Exorcist is my, I think, IP dark horse, and it's spooky. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
What I said, so I know that the first time I go through a house, I'm not absorbing really like everything, you know, I'm going through, I'm getting the scares. I'm kind of like looking around to see like, okay, what's the layout of the boo holes? Cause I'm going to get spooked the first time I go through any house.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I don't even get scared anymore. I still do get scared. The first time I go through a house, I still get scared. And I'm proud of it. And
Me too.
so the first like 2 times I go through a house, I'm still getting scared, and I'm not really like picking up on what the details are. So our first walk of Exorcist Believer on our IP tour was my 3rd walk through the house, and probably the first time that I walked through with my guard down, defenses, down, and just kind of, looking around, being like, okay, what are we doing here? How is this laid out? What's the design? We walked out of that house, and I looked at Rich, our guide, and I said, that house is scary and not in the fun way. Like, it is a lot.
It is.
It's like I did it again last night, and it's unpleasant, but like that's the goal, like I think they did it.
Yeah.
They did it.
100%.
For sure. And having the fact that we haven't seen that movie yet made no difference. Like it was
I think it made it better.
So good. It was, I mean, it's brilliant because October, I think it's been moved to the 6th now.
Yeah.
I will be there. I will be watching that movie. I can't wait.
Yeah, I think I will too. It's so good. I've only seen the original Exorcist maybe 1 or 2 times. And like Exorcist movies aren't I don't dislike them, but they're not like my go-to horror film. But this house, like it's hard to walk through the house and not do like a like not a but it's very much like oh my god, like I don't know if I can look at that because it's just it like hurts my tummy a little bit.
It hits every sense. It does. There's
literally
there's smells, of course. There's sounds. The sights are gruesome. She got real close to touching me too. I'm just gonna say. It was crazy, and like some of the effects that they use and how they build out and use, like when you go through this house, guys, you got to look up too,
up and down
and down. Oh yeah, for sure.
That floor, dope.
Yeah,
I've never seen such a good floor.
Yes, the second time you walk through the exorcism scene, open your eyes if you can and look down because it's phenomenal.
Yeah. And shout out to the scare actor who looked so like I was convinced that they had replaced a scare actor on the second weekend with an animatronic because the way that this girl was moving in a chair during the exorcism scene, I was like, oh, that is an animatronic. That is not a real person. And then she I don't know if she like kind of jumped in her chair to make the loud bang or if she had like thick like shoes on and she like slammed her feet on the ground, but it got Kenneth and I. Like there was a definite like that came out of both of our mouths and we like jumped back. It was that, I think, out of my 6 years going to this event, that's like my top scare. It was so good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, this house does quote unquote touch you too because they're throwing holy water on you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's right.
I mean, it's crazy. It's a crazy house, and I love it.
When I get wet in a haunted house, especially The Exorcist, I'm not expecting it to be holy water. That I got wet I got wet in that house last night, and I was like, "What was that supposed to be? I don't know if I like that." Like,
yeah, that's true.
Did you burn a little, Kenneth?
No.
Okay, good.
I'm a good boy.
Okay, good. You're a good ho-ho. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, but this is definitely one like you got to go through it. You have to suck it up and do it because it is amazing.
It's one for the books. It's a good one.
Yeah. What's next? Oh,
what is next?
Stranger
we skipped the Stellar Bar.
Oh, we did.
The Stellar Bar is right there. I have not tried. No, I tried one of the drinks. I tried the peanut butter drink.
Oh, I tasted that. Somebody else's. It was icky.
Lindsay and I had the Hellfire sandwich the other day.
How is that?
Oh, well, I don't want to spoil my foods. However,
Oh, yes.
Lindsay's sitting next to me right now as we're recording this.
Oh, hi, Lindsay.
Kenneth says hello. And I said because she can obviously only hear what I'm saying and not what you guys are saying. But I said Hellfire sandwich and she popped up. She's like, Hellfire sandwich? It was really good. I recommend if you want to get the most food for your money, get the Hellfire sandwich.
Ooh, I have another pick for that same thing. And I'll shout it out when we get there. But yes, there's some good food this year.
Yeah.
That peanut butter drink, I had to finish someone else's. I didn't hate it.
I took one sip and I was like, oh, I don't know.
That was why I had to finish my roommate's drink, because he had it and he said, hey, you want to try this? And I said, yeah. And I took a sip and he was like, do you like it? Do you want the rest of it? Because I don't. And I was like, I mean, yeah, okay.
I'll take your word for it that it's good, because I unfortunately cannot indulge.
It's not. You're not missing anything.
Yeah, I think it's fine that you don't have it.
Yeah. So let's talk about Stranger Things.
Okay.
Yes. Gladly. Gladly. I was very impressed with this house.
Yeah.
I was ready to be let down. I was ready to have my heart broken. I was ready to have my legs snapped and contorted in a horrible way. And I walked out of there and I said, they kind of pulled that off. I'm pretty pleased with what was in there.
Yeah.
Really?
This is my
personally for me, yes.
Yeah. This is my most run house at the moment. Which is, I'm gonna pat myself on the shoulder. That's impressive, because it is a long line every day. But if you catch it though, like right at that like 12:30, 1 o'clock marker, it's usually posted about 60 to 70 minutes. Lindsay and I have not waited more than maybe 30 minutes in that last like hour and a half. So
last night it was posted 45 at like 1:30, 1:45-ish.
Yeah.
And there was no line at all. We just walked right in.
Yeah. I will say one interesting thing this year, and coming from someone who works in attractions and like has to understand how wait times work and how you like measure a wait time, I am very confused by the wait times this year.
It's almost like they're not even trying.
It's either you are waiting so much less than what is posted, or you are waiting almost 40 minutes more than what is posted. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Like they drop the time so low and then everybody rushes, but then they don't hike that time up fast enough so that people actually know the wait that they are getting themselves into. So I'm not entirely sure. But Lindsay and I, at the end of the night, we've gone 8 nights now. So our very last night last week, it was posted at 80 minutes at 1:15 in the evening. And we said, well, let's just do it. We don't work tomorrow. It is what it is. So we got in line, right? And we kept walking and kept walking and kept walking and kept walking. And then we were at quote unquote merge. And then we turned the corner and we were in the house. We never stopped.
Crazy.
We never stopped moving. I was like, all right.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, I'm probably the biggest Stranger Things fan of all three of us, and maybe that attributes to why I wasn't super impressed by it. I don't know. I mean, it was good. Like, it's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination, but there were some moments where I was like, did you just give up? Or like, for instance, the room with the witch lady.
The zombie thing?
And she's actually, like, according to our tour guide, she is listed as Zombie Lady.
Yes.
Stranger Things does not have zombies. Like, who is this person?
So from what he was also saying is that only Hawkins is in this house. So nothing outside of Hawkins will be in the house. So no Russia, no Nevada, no California, nothing. So if you're really thinking about it, there isn't a ton, like there's only so much you can pull from, and only so much.
Then why do that room at all?
Because I understand the purpose of that room, because it is supposed to be that second, the second death of the boy whose name I can't remember, with the glasses and the scar on his face. And I recognized that whole scene just because of the coffin with the clock, and then her coming out and pointing, because that's exactly what that's what happens in the show. But I do wish we could have seen either like the crumpled boy in the air,
right,
like we saw Chrissy, or if there was more than one of those like scare actors that popped out and did the like they do in the show.
It was such a big room.
What is that moment in the show? Because I don't remember this.
So the death after Chrissy, the boy, so him and Nancy, he works at the Hawkins High School Post with Nancy, and they go to the trailer park to interview Mr. Munson about Eddie. And he starts to hear the clock chimes, and he like wanders off into the wood. Oh, his name is Fred. His name is Fred. He wanders off into the woods, and you see the backstory of why he has the scar and why Vecna picked him. And it's because he has so much guilt about the fact that he was involved in a hit and run, and the car that he hit had a full family in it, and they died. And he has this big scar across his face from the accident. And so, Vecna picked him because he's guilty. And so in his like fake memory, like scary thing where Vecna comes out and then kills him, the whole family like crawls out from the car and is like, we know that you did it, la, 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 la. Like, you should be
so
dead.
there's no dead boy. That would have made a lot more sense. Anyway, it's just a big open, like, I don't know, room. It was just weird. And then the same with like, I just felt like there could have been more opportunities for scares. And then like, I felt like they totally gave up on the scene with Elle in the tank. Like they could have at least turned her around and just showed her back. Like it just looked so.
Yeah, I will say that is, out of the whole house, that was the one question mark that I had, was that kind of like screen. Because none of the TV screens are also moving either. So it's just kind of this very stagnant thing that you walk by.
And like the dummy of her is not even doesn't even halfway look decent.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was still a really good house. I don't want to be super negative because it's still a really, really good house, and I still love it.
Yeah.
Here's the things that are in there that are the reason I was impressed. One, the dead Chrissy on the ceiling dummy in that opening scene.
Yeah.
Wow. I think that looks great.
Yeah, they put all their energy into that dummy. That's okay.
Yes. Then the set of the Creel house with all of the like bodies in the like capsule thingies. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. His Vecna's like red.
Yeah, Vecna's lair house. Yeah.
Yeah.
The trailer where they have the whole
and you can see
ceiling.
Dusty upside down.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's a very good scene.
That alone, I was like, this house rules.
Yep.
Like that room by itself is better than the entire Stranger Things 2 and 3 house. And then also, yes, it's disappointing that Eddie is not playing his guitar on the Master of Puppets scene. But given that, I think that scene is done really creatively, and I like the way that they did that moment.
Yeah.
And if he was playing the guitar, it would be perfect, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's great. It's very fun. As another lover of Stranger Things, like it's my comfort show to rewatch. I'm just so happy that we were able to have it. And it's so fun seeing all of my favorite characters. Once again, we have Robin in this house, which we didn't have Robin in the original, the season 3 house. So it's nice to see her. I'm so surprised with the amount of Eddie scare actors that we got. I was pumped that we got, Lucas, and we saw little Henry Creel. Like, I think it's a good house for any lover of Stranger Things. Like, even if you're not getting scared, you're going to walk through, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's that scene. And oh my gosh, here's that. And, you know, I really liked it. And, you know, we can only ask for so much. They can only do so much. I'm just happy that it's better than the season 2 portion of the house. Because I didn't like that portion of the house. So
No.
Yeah. And I want to say hi, Chris. We're so happy that you're having a great time scare acting, and we love seeing you as we come by. Okay.
Excellent. All right. What's next after Stranger Things? What do we run into?
Dueling Dragons.
Yeah, next house is Dueling Dragons.
Oh my God.
So good.
I'm just speechless.
It's more than I could have asked for.
It gives you, for me at least, it gives me everything I wanted to see exactly the way I wanted to see it.
Yes.
And then it adds to that. It goes even beyond that. Like this house is just like 10 out of 10 perfect to me.
It's so good. It's not like scary. I mean, there's jump scares, but there's nothing like gory or scary about it. But it's just so beautiful and like captivating, and you're just in awe. Like some of the effects that they use with lighting technology and Bluetooth technology that they're just starting to delve into, and how those Bluetooth devices can like interact with each other, timing, with the timing perfectly with the duals and stuff. Oh, so freaking cool. And then the choose thy faith part, it works beautifully. I know that I've had some arguments with Lee about this on UUOP on whether or not they could actually do it and how it would cause a big bottleneck, but it doesn't at all.
It makes it more of an individualized experience because you lose the line as you go further and further into a house. Like you just get a little bit further apart. And then that portion, because you get to choose, people are like kind of even slower moving through. So if you kind of like zoom to the opposite side, you get an entire section of a house to yourself, which I think is so fun.
Yeah, like there was one time, I think it was during our RIP, where everybody went one way and I went the other way. I literally had that entire ending to myself.
Yeah.
There was nobody with me.
Yeah.
And it was just me and Merlin, and it was great.
Wow.
It was perfect. Loved it.
It's so cool. It's, for anyone who loved the attraction, like the three of us did, like it's so awesome to get to hear that audio again and see so many things from the queue line and just, pick out little tidbits from the attraction. And it's so neat. It's so neat.
The looks on the faces of the house ops team members as I was walking through that house for the first time, they were all just like laughing at how excited I was.
Yeah.
Like I was like, none of these scares are getting me because I am just too consumed with like nostalgia and recognition of like, look at this. They got this room in here.
I know.
It was just wow. It was like looking at old baby pictures. Like that was the feeling of walking through this house to me.
So good. It's just so good.
It's a blast. I love it very much. Very, very much.
Yeah.
And let me just say, if you don't get a good run through on that one, like if there's some empty holes, obviously, do it again. Because you deserve to go through that house fully staffed.
Yeah. It's the house also. It's also a house that you kind of have to do at least twice to choose each ending.
Yeah,
to go choose each side.
Technically, there's 4 endings, so you need to do it at least 4 times.
True.
At least.
At least. Minimum 4. Next is Yeti Campground. blah, 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 blah. Yeti Campground Kills. There we go. I can talk today.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. This one.
Oh my goodness.
My God. Exceeded all expectations. It is camp, literally. And it is so like
But I don't call it campy. Like, it can be pretty dang scary. It's not silly.
It can be
I
both.
agree.
It is silly. No, it is silly.
It's
but
silly
it's
and
not.
campy, but it's also it is scary. 100%.
Yes. Like, the storyline is a little bit campy, but they made it scary, so it's great.
Michelle, did you see the projection in the window of the RV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the silliest thing in the world.
He rips a baby from its mother's arms and
He
kills
rips the
it.
baby's head off.
Yes.
It's so funny.
You're so evil.
They asked
Holy water.
They asked a company
It wasn't a real baby
to make a fake dead baby Yeti.
Yeah.
Like what?
Right?
Here's my argument in favor of this is the comedy house. This is the campy house. I think that based on the descriptions, I thought Chucky was going to be the campy house, and this house is much sillier than the Chucky house.
Yeah,
No.
100%. Oh, yeah.
Yes, much more fun.
How
it is
is
much more fun.
It's not silly,
Michelle,
though.
HHN Bear is in here.
Bear.
And he is, it seems to me, he is 100% encouraged to eat it up, to ham it up, revel in the glory of being the bear, and enjoy a day at Magic Kingdom and dance it up.
He will do, like, if you start saying bear, he'll like bounce with you and be like, bear.
Yeah,
bear,
he'll start
bear.
dancing.
That's funny.
This is the fun house.
Yeah, watching cast change for this house is so fun because everyone in both the Dueling Dragons line and the Stranger Things line and the Yeti line, everyone just like erupts with like applause as they all
crazy.
walk out. It's so good.
You'd think it was like I don't know what kind of celebrity would garner this kind of, like Taylor Swift is walking by, but it's a person in a bear costume
and a bunch of like tall people in massive Yeti outfits. Like, and you're saying this isn't the camp house? There is literally a scene where a Yeti pops out, and on the other side, there's a woman in her bed gown, whatever it's called, like the bed dress, and she has a frying pan, and she said, "You killed my husband, get out of here," and she's swinging a frying pan at a Yeti. This house is camp. It is camp.
It's so good though. So like, so you guys know, so you enjoy the story better. So the storyline is there's these people, they set up camp, and they didn't realize they were setting up camp next to like the Yeti Bigfoot
like territory.
Yeah.
Little Billy, a little, probably like 11-year-old kiddish, stumbles across a baby Yeti and kills it. And so then Mama Yeti decides to wreak havoc upon the entire campground of people, including Little Billy, which, so as you walk through that scene, it's pretty close to the beginning too. It's not, so look down there's like a big sign that'll come across in front of you. As you pass that sign, make sure you look down. There's where you'll see the dead baby Yeti. And if you try to slow yourself down a little bit, you'll see Billy pop out, and then you'll see a Yeti pop out, and I'll let your imagination do the rest. But make sure you catch that scene because it's really good.
Yeah.
I killed it.
I killed it.
So my older sister is not a fan of Halloween Horror Nights. She hates being scared. She hates scary things. But her boyfriend wanted to go. She hasn't been in 7 years, since 2016. And so I had never been to Horror Nights with her. So I was like, I'll go with you. I'll be your coach. I'll point out all the boo holes so that you don't get surprised by any of them. And I'll explain the storyline and point out the important details. So we did 4 houses, Yeti being one of them. And this was the day after we did our RIP tour. So I'm full of knowledge and backstory. So I explained the whole backstory of Yeti, about Billy, and he killed the Yeti, and the mom, the Yetis are rampaging through the camp. And so as we get to that scene, and Billy comes out and he's poking the baby, and then the Yeti grabs him, and she was just like, "Yeah, get him," and just like fully in. And to make good use of our explicit label on our podcast, to quote my sister directly, she said to the Yeti grabbing Billy, "Yeah, fuck his ass."
Oh my God. Oh, she
I was like,
totally bought in.
Oh yeah. And she loved the bear. She met HHN Bear. We made him dance. She loved that.
So
And
good.
she is, I don't know that I would say she loves Horror Nights now, but she had fun at Horror Nights for the first time in her life.
Aw.
That's
Yeah.
so awesome.
It's a really great house. The scare actors in this house, I just feel like they are loving it. Like,
Yeah.
there's this whole thing where there's frogs, apparently. There's like
Oh,
a
yeah, I was just
frog
gonna
in
talk
each
about that.
house.
Yes.
We've only been able to find one so far, and it was in this Yeti house. And we're like pointing at the frog to like point it out to everyone that's with us behind us. And then the Yeti pops out from a scene. We totally don't notice him. Then we kind of turn and he looks at what we're looking at and then points and then just walks away.
Yeah.
And
He
we were
pointed at
like,
the frog.
he pointed at the frog, and we were like, all right, cool. Sounds good.
Because there were like 7 of us before you that were just totally ignoring him, trying to scare us.
Yeah.
And we were pointing at this frog. So he was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
There's the damn frog.
It's so
I found
good,
the Exorcist
though.
frog last night, actually.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's, you know that scene where you go through a little shed and there's a dead sheep
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the little shelf? It's like on the doorway entering that little shed on the right side, on like the
Okay.
outside of the little shed.
I'll have to look for
Yeah.
it tonight when I go.
Awesome.
You're going tonight?
Yeah.
All right, fun.
Well, why the hell are you here recording this shit?
Because
Because we haven't
we-
recorded since
Well, we
in
better
4
hurry.
weeks.
Let's hurry then. God, you got
Yeah,
places
you're right.
to be.
no.
All right, so moving on past Yeti, we've got what?
We've got, well, we can go to
69.
zones or food. Yeah.
Well, we walked through, let's not like dig too much into zones. We walked through Vamp, which is your basic Vamp
No.
Yes.
scare zone. Yeah.
So I never saw Vamp 55. So I think I would have loved Vamp 55. However, out of the two that I've seen, Vamp 69 and Vamp 85, Vamp 69 is so fun.
Well, yes, but Vamp 55 was better.
Well, I don't. Okay.
Vamp 69 to me, having spent much time in Vamp 55, I think Vamp 69 kind of recaptures that 55 feeling better than the 85 did. The 85 introduced a lot of things that I think distracted from the simplicity that was Vamp 55 that made it such a hit. I think they tried to do too much with it. And Vamp 69 to me feels like they scaled it back and they kind of it feels right to me. It feels right. It feels like a true Vamp. It feels like I love it. I love it.
It's very, very fun. The music, the soundtrack playlist in it, absolutely fantastic. The outfits that everybody is wearing is just iconic. It's very cute. It's fun to just sit around and watch. Cast change is also very funny. They like start doing the conga line for some reason, which I think is hilarious. And what is it? Sweet Caroline is one of the songs that's in the playlist. And, you know, all the vamps and victims and everyone in the scare zone and all the people walking around the scare zone as well. Just the whole crowd erupts with like, bum, bum, bum. It's very fun.
Yeah.
It's a party. It's a very fun scare zone.
I think
Not scary though. I don't find it.
No, it's not. Well, actually, I want to shout out one character. I was there just kind of hanging out on a bench watching the zone for a while. And there's that one like merch booth that's like right in front of Finnegan's and like they're like selling t-shirts supposedly.
And hookahs.
And hookahs, yes. And most of the time that I've walked past there, the person, whoever's behind that counter, has their trigger, and it makes like a hissing sound, and it flashes a light, and they try to scare, but they just reach over the counter. I watched one guy. Every time he hit that trigger, he would run out into the street from behind the counter. And he was 100% success rate on making people run. Like he was
Dang.
killing it. And I don't know who you are. If you know this person, just tell them they have my greatest, utmost respect. They are killing it out there. They're maybe the only person truly consistently scaring people in Vamp 69, and they are doing the Lord's work.
I just loved when we were on our RIP tour. One of the gentlemen in the RIP tour, we're walking through, and it's the 60s, right before the 70s, and they're selling hookahs at the merch stand, and we're walking through, and we start to smell a specific type of herb, and I just remember him looking at us and going, are they pumping that smell into this scare zone because it's in the 70s? And I just looked at him and I was like, no, that's just someone walking by you that's currently smoking weed.
Right. But how clever of that person to do that in that scare zone.
But it was so funny. He was just like, is that like, is Universal doing that? And I was like, no. I wish. Just kidding. Please cut that
out. You're the one who edits this.
That's true. It's to myself. Cut that out.
That's great. Should we talk about the world's greatest house ever now?
No, we can skip it. It's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think I'm the only. Okay, so Chucky.
Yeah.
Ultimate kill count.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's terrible, but it is not my favorite.
It's not working.
It's not
it
fun.
Doesn't work.
This is the most silent part of the episode.
Yeah. Because we don't want to be. I mean, it just doesn't work. Like the storyline just did not translate.
Oh, the meta aspect of the storyline does not shine through in the slightest. I don't know how we're supposed to gather that what's happening is happening, but it doesn't. Yeah. It's not there.
My biggest qualm is that there's really no scare actors. It's either a puppet Chucky that's kind of like awkwardly popping out at a weird angle, or it's these. I will say most of the show scenes are incredibly disturbing. Like the one that's in the church. It's the 2 times I've walked through this house so far. It is very hard for me to look at that church scene. It makes me want to throw up.
Which scene is in a church?
It's just the legs. It's just the legs.
Dad from Onward?
Yeah. But like I guess it is just the dad from Onward. They put the thing on top of him. Yeah, and like the stuff is just I can't look at it. It makes me want to throw up. But there's really no scare actors. There's only a couple. There's a lot of show scenes. They're very, very dark. But my favorite part of the house is when Chucky pops up on the screens and he curses. The Universal logo is on his mouth, and I think that's so funny. That they censored him using the Universal logo.
I feel like they spent all of their money on the animatronic, the Chucky animatronic that's at the very beginning of the house, because that little animatronic is fabulous and I love it. And
it's very cool.
Would also ask permission to hug him. But the rest of the house is just like, wah, wah, wah. There is the only guest activated trigger and the entire event this year is in this house.
Gat.
Oh, yes.
It's a big red button. If you see it, push it.
And it's cool to like have an effect on what's happening in a house, but also the thing that happens is like not a scare.
No,
like
it does like add to the next scene as you walk through it, but it's definitely is not a scare.
Yeah, I miss the gats being either like you get sprayed with water or it like makes a sound happen that is scary.
That one in Carnival of Carnage was
that was the best.
That one got
Carnival
me every
Graveyard.
Yeah, Carnival Graveyard. Yeah, that one got me every dang time.
Yeah.
The best gat.
Well, the best gat was in Tomb of the Ancients, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it in our history episodes. The best thing about this house, to me, is that Universal and Horror Nights did something that I don't even remember the last time they did this. And that is they made a brand new specific pre-show video for this house.
Oh, yeah.
It's playing in the queue, and they are explaining the whole story about they built this house about Chucky, and then the real Chucky came to see it, and then you watch him start to kill people and all this stuff. And while that story, again, does not really it is not apparent in the house itself, I love that they actually made a queue video for this house.
Yeah.
And I hope that they will continue to do that. And I hope that when they do it in the future, that storyline pays off in the house in a more satisfying way than it did this time. But yes, I applaud that.
Yeah. So that's Chucky.
That's Chucky.
Don't stand in a long line to see this, guys. That's a big tip from me. Don't stand in a long line for this one. You'll be disappointed that you wasted
Richter Burger
all that
stay and
time.
scream. Richter Burger stay and scream.
Hit it and be done with it. For sure.
Yep.
Okay, moving on. As we round the corner, we're going to come through a scare zone. And this one I actually really liked.
Yeah.
I was surprised by it, yes.
Yeah. I liked it. The creatures in this scare zone were really creative and cool and interactive. I like it, like it flowed well. It wasn't a congested scare zone like that area sometimes is.
Mm-hmm. I think most of the scare actor costumes from previous houses and scare zones.
I think so.
Yeah, like Patricia.
I definitely recognized
HHN 30 from the.
Did you say Patrick Stump?
No, I said Batricia. Batricia. That's what they've named her on TikTok and Twitter.
Yeah.
Batricia.
She'll be the next plush.
Yeah. Watch out, little boo. Batricia's coming for your job.
I asked on the Rush of Fear Twitter account who is this year's Jumbo Grub, who's the star of this year's event, and
100% Batricia.
Most people, I think the winner of the vote, if it was a vote, was Batricia.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
she's the star.
She was in the HHN 30 scare zone in Hollywood, Eddie's zone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why is she such a star? I'll have to say I have not spent a lot of time.
She's just cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her costume.
Okay.
She's on stilts, and her costume is just really super cool.
She's got cute little bat wings that she wiggles sometimes. It's very adorable. I love bats.
There is a cool thing that happens in this zone that I noticed a little bit later, which is on top of like the big crate thing in the center of the zone. There's like a body that like gets eaten by the monster inside every 3 minutes or so.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
It's cool. If you like, the good news is that it happens again about every like 2 or 3 minutes. So if you are trying to see it, just hang out in the zone for a few minutes. Keep an eye on that center thing. It makes a lot of noise. So like, if you hear it, just look.
Cool.
And it's a cool little moment that I don't remember ever seeing anything like that in a zone before, where there's like a automated kill moment with like an animatronic kind of thing. I think it adds a lot to the zone. Like, I think this zone definitely surprised me. I really didn't expect to enjoy it almost at all. And I'm always glad to be walking through there every time I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I like it.
It's pretty cool. I like that they have two Nosferatus. They have like a male presenting Nosferatu, and then they have a female presenting Nosferatu, and they're in like the separate casts. So I think that's pretty cool. I don't know.
Nosferatu. And I'm just putting my fingers up so that it's a 2, but no one can see it.
I'm picturing it, visualizing it in my mind kitchen.
Like the Ghostbusters 2 ghost in the logo.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
What do we get to next? We've skipped all the food. Oh my gosh. You know what we get to next?
I know exactly
I
what we get
know.
to next. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
What is it, Kenneth?
David S. Pumpkins.
Any questions?
Any questions, Michelle?
No. Oh, my goodness. That was hilarious.
Did you get a
he is hilarious.
Yeah.
I love him.
If you can catch him in the Peacock Bar area, David S. Pumpkins is super interactive and fun and totally willing to take selfies and videos with you.
Yes. And this is the best thing about David Pumpkins being at the Peacock Halloween Horror Bar. If you know who he is, it's exciting to see him. And you're like, wow, oh my God, look, it's David Pumpkins. He's really here. And if you don't know who he is, or if you see him interacting with anyone who doesn't know who he is, it creates a real life, genuine version of the sketch that he's from.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're like, what the fuck is happening?
If you don't know who he is and he comes up to you and he's like, how's it hanging? And you're just like, what? Who are you? And like, apparently, like a lot of guests who didn't know who he was actually like contacted security to be like, hey, can you get this guy out of here? Some guy is in here like bothering everybody.
That's
great.
So funny.
It's Michelle. It's so funny, Michelle, because you said he's interactive, but like he's interactive, but like asterisks, because he only has like 5 things that he can say.
Yeah,
so
he's as interactive as a pull string doll.
Right. It's like talking to an NPC in a video game, where you're like,
It's exactly what it is.
You like have to like, he's part of the quest, and you're trying to get him to say a thing. And he's just going through all of his lines, but none of the lines are the things that you need to like pass by him to continue. And so he says his 5 things, and you're like, okay, great. What do I do? And then he just re-says all of his 5 things.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, awesome.
He says, how's it hanging?
Yep.
I'm David Pumpkins, or I'm David S. Pumpkins, and I'm going to scare the hell out of you. He says, David Pumpkins is taking it one day at a time.
Yeah.
He says, any questions? Or sometimes he'll say, preguntas.
Oh my God.
Because I rewatched both of the sketches the other night.
Yeah.
And in the second one, we learned that he is from Ibiza.
Oh. So cultural.
And so he says, preguntas.
That's funny.
What else does he say? Oh, that if you say something that prompts him to say it, he will say David Pumpkins is his own thing. And that's all you need to ever know about David Pumpkins.
And he'll
Yeah.
do his little hand thing with you.
Yeah.
He will.
And what's my name?
Oh,
that's another
yeah.
one he says.
When I was standing there with you and Lindsay, we were like waiting for you to interact with him, and he was trying to interact with someone. Like he had walked up to them and was like, what's my name? And they just kind of like turned and looked, and they were like, what? And he said it again. He goes, what's my name? And they were just like, okay. And they turned around, and I was like, they have no idea what's going on.
That's great. That makes it even better.
Yeah, it's just wonderful. I was in line at the Peacock Bar, and the group behind me didn't know who he was, but they watched him interact with like everybody in the line ahead of them. Because he didn't have anybody like waiting specifically to meet him, so he was just working the line. And he gets to the people behind me, and he's like, how's it hanging? And they're like, oh, it's good. And he's like, what's my name? And the guy goes, oh, what just was like Stephen Pumpkins or something. And his wife was like, it's David. He said his name was David.
That's great.
It's fantastic, and I love everything about it, and I hope that it's an annual tradition. I hope it's here every year. I think it adds It kind of adds something that the event hasn't had since like Bill and Ted, which is just like a comedic element.
Right.
Like Bill and Ted used to be that moment of like, you know what? I need a break from the scares. Let's like have a laugh. And let's have a little moment away from all the chaos, and we'll just go laugh at something.
Right.
And now David Pumpkins is here, and we have that again. And like my sister's boyfriend, that one day that I left the show early because when we were recording with Lee, so I could go to the park with my family. My little niece is 5, and she loves Hello Kitty. So we went and met Hello Kitty, and she was like speechless, just like didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
And Jose, my sister's boyfriend, after we met David Pumpkins, he was like, remember when she was speechless with meeting Hello Kitty and she didn't know what to say? That's how I felt meeting David Pumpkins. Like, exactly like that. He's like, I didn't know what to say. I was just starstruck.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, there he is. It's really him.
That's
It's
so
just,
great.
I agree with you. It's something that, I mean, I never got to experience Bill and Ted, but it's something cool. It's something like out of the way where you can hang out. You know, we have brand new cocktails, which is always very exciting. And it's using a space that hasn't been used in the past couple of years.
Yeah.
So,
Normally that space back there is just kind of dead
So it's so nice.
area to chill. Yeah.
Yeah. What's next?
Oh,
Something
there's
that-
also, I just want to say, because he's not the only character that meets there, you can also meet a girl from The Purge.
Yeah.
Right. And
The
she
girl
did-
with the bat.
Yeah, and there's a you can take photographers. You can take photos with her, and then there's also at the very front of that bar area there is a photo op, a step and repeat in there that you can. And there was a photo pass photographer there as well to take pictures.
Yeah. There
for you,
hasn't
which
been
is
the
really
past
cool.
couple of nights.
Oh,
Yeah.
up next is an awesome addition to the event that I think needs to just be there all the time when the park is open at night. And that is the Death Eaters in Diagon Alley.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It changes the vibe of Diagon Alley so much. And it is so cool to walk in there and like it be full of fog and green lighting effects. I mean, it just feels like so genuinely creepy side of Harry Potter. Not the little not the little kid side, but like the creepy adult side of the Harry Potter series.
That's fair.
Yeah, what you said about the vibe is like spot on, 100%. The first time I walked back there, before I even saw a Death Eater, I just walked in and I said, "This feels different," and I love this.
Yes. Yes. Even if you didn't run into a Death Eater, you felt like you were going to. Like you felt, oh God, Voldemort's going to show up any second now. Like that's the side of Harry Potter that you get walking in there. And then if you are lucky enough to catch any of the actual show when they first come out or when they're leaving and they're up on the stage, that's very, very cool. And they're so interactive. They are so freaking interactive. Like it's awesome.
Yeah, and they can touch you.
Yeah.
An interesting thing about the Death Eaters, and I guess it's part of like the deal with Warner Brothers to have them there, is that they cannot be exclusive to Halloween Horror Nights. So they actually do come out at like 4 or something, like 4:30 in the London area. So you can actually see them without going to Halloween Horror Nights. They have one like daily operations set.
I just hope they continue it after Halloween Horror Nights.
I don't think they will. I think that it will be like a special Halloween thing, the way that they were in Hogsmeade the past few years before this.
Why? It just transforms it at night. It's so cool.
It is very cool. But yeah, I don't see this being a thing outside of Halloween season, but I hope that it continues because for the first time ever, being in Diagon Alley at Halloween Horror Nights does not feel like we're like losing time.
Right.
I can go in there and get Florian Fortescue's ice cream at Horror Nights, and it doesn't feel like there's like things. There's like I'm missing Horror Nights by being in here. Like no, it's in here too, and I like that. I like it a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Next, we come to
Nightmare
some
Fuel.
Girls. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The only show this year, which I'm sad about. I do miss having multiple shows.
Yeah, I miss the Lagoon show a lot. I every now and then I look longingly at the Lagoon and just remember
And
when it used to.
a single tear rolls down your cheek.
Which is my best approximation of the Lagoon show is one tear rolling down my cheek, and then I project a Ghostbuster onto it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but
Oh my God.
this year's Nightmare Fuel is good. Like it's a step up from last year's, I think, in my opinion.
I agree. I think it's the best Nightmare Fuel so far.
Yeah,
I would also agree with that. 100%. And
I
said my piece about dance shows, but of the 3 we've had so far with the Fuel Girls, I do think that this is the best one.
Yeah, agreed. Very good. Loved it.
I love the soundtrack for this year. It has reignited my love for the band Muse, and I've been practicing the bass line to Hysteria in every little bit of free time I get. That song is hard to play, which is the one that's like do 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 do. It's in the show. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a
I know
great song.
exactly what you're talking about.
Do you? Okay, good. Okay. Do you really?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Because I'm breaking out,
Yeah.
not breaking down. That one.
Oh, yeah.
Give me your heart and soul. That song. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's a good show. I mean, I would recommend seeing it for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
And it is different.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. I was worried.
I mean, it still has a couple of the like similar tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's still fire,
Yeah.
but it's still like the fire part is still very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The still though, the downside to that show, because there is only one show, and I want to say there's either 4 or 5 showings of it. I think like 8:30. 4. So
There's 4 showings.
everybody crams in, and so you're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait in the little outside planter area, and it's a little crowded. It's a little toasty, and then you're gonna be shuttled inside, and then you're gonna be a little crowded, and you're gonna be a little sweaty. But then you get to see a cool show, and then you're gonna be a
fire,
little crowded.
and then you're gonna be even more sweaty.
Yeah, so it's definitely like it will eat up a good bit of time. And I have heard that they cut off the line. Like once the stadium is full, that's it. Like no one else goes in. So if you're like just entering the line as they're like kind of finishing loading the stadium, you may not be able to see that show. So it's definitely like a little bit of a time commitment if you want to get a decent seat.
And if you have an RIP tour, a lot of people are like, I don't want to waste my RIP tour time on the show. I would recommend it because it doesn't take up any time at all on an RIP tour. Like you literally can walk right in as the show's about to start and you get like the best seat in the house right behind the middle little in audience stage.
Yeah.
And then the show itself is only like 20 minutes, if that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably like 20, 25.
Yeah, so don't skip it if it's part of your RIP tour. It's like the best way to see the show for sure.
Yeah. And if you're not on RIP, I would say 15 minutes before the show starts even feels a little late. Like I would say like 20 to 30 minutes before the show starts would be the time to try to get there. 30 if you want to get like a good seat.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's worth seeing. It's a good time. I like it. I've seen it several times.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I am ready for something new though. I don't know if I want another one of these next year.
I agree.
Yeah.
Unless they can totally change it up somehow and make it a totally different storyline and vibe. But
like if we can bring back the Fuel Girls and have them do their thing, but within a different show, a different kind of show, I would love that. Because it's like I'm not over them. Like I think the fire stunts are really, really great.
Yeah.
I just the Nightmare Fuel like formula I don't see how we can see another one that's going to feel different.
Just
or
make
like
it a
special.
trilogy and leave it at that.
Yeah, make it
Yeah.
Fuel Girls in Hell or something like that. Make it a little bit scarier or something, but get rid of the nightmare part.
Yeah, I don't want to see anybody getting into a bed on a Horror Night stage ever again.
I have finally figured out that trick, and it took me 3 freaking years.
You figured out how it works?
I figured it out.
I still can't see it. I look so hard, and I still can't see it. But
I figured it out.
I think I know, but that's a magician's secret, and we should not tell.
No, I'm not going to tell, but I'm proud of myself that I figured it out.
The rest of the tricks are easy to figure out. Like if you just look a little bit, you're like, I think I know what happened there. But that one is that first one of one person getting in the bed and then immediately someone else gets out and no one's in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Even knowing or thinking I know how it works, it still is like just mind-blowingly impressive.
Yeah,
like that is it's nuts.
Yeah,
but I never need to see it live again.
No, I'm good.
Yep.
What's after Fuel Girls?
Yeah, what's the next one?
Dr. Oddfellow's Twisted Origins.
Yes.
So good.
So good.
And this is our lore house, and there's so many Easter eggs in here.
So many.
And I love it. I love this house.
Yeah, so I got to go through this one on our Behind the Screams tour and see all of the little,
That's right.
Bits and pieces.
Because you were pointing things out to me when we were walking through it on RIP.
Yeah, so if you're a Jack fan, a Jack the Clown fan, before you even enter the house, when you're still outside and there's fencing and stuff, look on the fence and there's a wanted picture for Jack Schmidt. So that's your first little Easter egg. And then there's other Easter eggs concerning Jack all throughout the house. So be on the lookout for his trunk that is all chained up at his makeup counter, and it even wiggles because supposedly that's where he keeps his dead children that he kills. Why it's wiggling, because they should already be dead. I don't know.
Well, I think we see in the shadows Oddfellow put Jack in the box. So I think at that point, Jack is in the box, right?
No, this is at the very beginning. This is before he puts Jack in the box.
Oh.
This is Jack's makeup counter where he actually also, like, you see his makeup and everything. So as you're coming through, like, the makeup room, you'll see that. And then you'll also go around the corner. You can see 2 different versions of Jack's clown suit in there.
Oh, his pants. Cool. Jack's pants.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you can call them pants because they have arms.
Yeah, this one's like a full suit.
Oh, it's the full polka dotted one. Nah, his next iteration has the nice pants.
Yeah.
You know what though?
I wish.
Yeah. The new my new clothing fascination, it has moved from Jack. I mean, I'll still always love Jack's pants. However, Dr. Oddfellow's cape is so freaking cool.
Agree.
It's so nifty. Have you guys noticed all of the zodiacs in the house?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So like not just symbols, because like when you go into his big final like workshop cart thing, like obviously there's all the zodiac actual physical symbols in there, but some of the scare actors, the like animal, half human, half animal things that Oddfellow has turned them into represent the zodiac symbols as well.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I had not noticed this, but now that you say that, I'm like kind of identifying them in my head.
So there's like the one,
definitely Leo, Taurus, Gemini.
The one lady that pops out with like the shriveled head attached to her, that one's Gemini. The lion, very, very obviously is Leo. There's a ram.
Which that lion is always trying to bite my ears.
Dude.
Like he is.
I mean, take a second, guys. Take a second. Look at how detailed that lion is because it's really cool.
Yeah, you get a real close look at him if he wants you to.
Walk real slow past that lion.
Whoever that puppeteer is, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You should get every award in the book because
I don't know how they are like lunging that lion
know.
so far out without hitting anybody? How many people have gotten hit?
I don't know, but I can feel like the little the whiskers
I know,
as it
it's great.
brushes my face, and it's like hello, and then it goes back in. It's so
great.
I think that got you and I know it got Lindsay and I when we first went through it, but then that definitely got you and I when we went through it on the RIP tour.
Yep.
Me?
I think so. Because
that lion has gotten me a bunch of times.
Yeah. It's so
in that
good.
same room, you'll find Jack's cane. It's not the one that looks like a shepherd's cane leaning against the car, the rail car. As you're exiting that room, and sometimes it's really dark in there, so you may not see it. But as you're exiting that room, right to the left of the doorway, as you're exiting, is a black cane, and that is Jack's cane.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And then look out for all of the different shadow features that you'll see. You will come across towards the beginning of the house. You'll see a shadow image of Jack moving around as a clown, and then later on in the house, you'll actually see Oddfellow stuffing Jack into the box.
Yeah. And the end scene is fantastic. And this house, very similar to Blood Moon, it just has so much to look at. Between Blood Moon and I'd say Yeti and this house, there's just so much stuff. And stuff that has nothing to do with the scares or the storyline. But there's just things. There's things that they don't need to put into the house, but it makes it feel so much more lived in. And it's so cool. It's a similar vibe to what George Lucas did with the original Star Wars trilogy, where never before had they seen, a lived in style, fake sci-fi planet. Everything in sci-fi before was very clean and nice. So just this, it's everything is lived in. Nothing is clean, nothing is pretty. It's very much dirty, gross, but there's just shit everywhere. Yep. It's so cool.
I thought you meant that it's like George Lucas in Star Wars, in that he went to Kmart and bought a bunch of Halloween masks and put them on the people in the cantina.
Oh, that too. That's very much how it is in some of these houses as well. But I mean, use what you've got, use what you've got. Why not?
Yeah.
This house also has my favorite trigger in the entire event, which I misheard it. And I like what I thought it said better, but it's still my favorite. And it's a clown that, when he jumps out at you, he says, dying laughing. But I thought it said, I'm laughing, which I thought was very adorable. And I liked that better. I just like a clown showing up and telling you that he's laughing.
This is a good house. It's kind of the claustrophobic house, I think, of the season.
True.
It's pretty tight.
It is, yeah.
It's tight.
I tried pushing a wheelchair through it on the Behind the Screams tour with the lights on, and had a hard time getting that wheelchair through. So it's kind of a tight house. But let's move on, because we are an hour and 45 minutes in almost, and we're just rounding halfway mark.
Fair.
Yeah. Okay, well then.
Have you met us though?
I know, but you know what? I'm feeling the FOMO for you, Maddy, because you're supposed to be at the event right now, and instead you're sitting here talking to us about the event. So
yeah, but that's the best thing, because I get to talk about it, and then we get to go in the car, drive 10 minutes, and we're there. So
okay,
it's great.
All right. Well, what's next?
The darkest deal.
Yeah. So freaking good. This one was high on my original hype list, and it is still holding strong. It's changed a little bit since opening weekend, but that has not affected my love for this house at all. The storyline is absolutely fantastic. It's so easy to follow. I think you and I talked about that, Kenneth. It's beat for beat, exactly what's happening. It's like watching a movie.
Yeah, that's true.
And this is the house I was talking about earlier, that that exact thing. We knew the basic premise of this house before going in, but if if I didn't, I would still 100% understand what was happening, which is not usually true of the original houses. Usually you go through and you're just like, a bunch of stuff is jumping out at me and I don't really understand how it connects. And then when you learn the backstory, you're like, oh, okay, I see how this is being laid out for me. And you just have to kind of know what the different pieces mean in order to put them together. This one, no. Very, very clear. This is what's happening. And I am so impressed by it.
Yeah.
True. It's still a mid house for me though. It didn't make the top of my list. But it's good.
Yeah. And I'll say it again, the design of the collector is really, really, really cool.
Yeah.
The contract with the glowing signature.
Yes, so cool. And the
coolest thing.
When the collector's like sucking out his soul on the big stage scene, and it's like it's not a projection, it's like a part of his costume.
Yeah. It's the same technology that's used in Dueling Dragons. It's Rich, our RIP tour guide, as well as Billy, my Behind the Screams tour guide, all said that that's a kind of a newer technology that they're investing in. That's where they're using Bluetooth basically.
That is so
like
freaking
Bluetooth
cool.
motion activated lighting things.
There is a really good scare in this house that I've seen many people drop to the floor, and that's the piano scare. So good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And that piano is a repeat of a scare I don't remember seeing since 2016 in Ghost Town. And it wrecked people then, and it's wrecking people now. And it is so good. I remember the first time I got that piano scare in 2016, and like I wasn't looking at the piano. All I saw was a scare was coming out of it, and it got me real good. And then it was gone, and I couldn't see where it came from.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was just like, what? How did that happen? What was that?
Well, it's clever because right next to the piano is one of the demon-looking collector dudes sitting in a chair that you think is going to jump up and get you.
Yeah.
So that's what you got your eyes on.
Yeah. It's
and then
really good.
before, it's good.
And everyone
the
was...
best...
Oh, go ahead, Kenneth.
No, go.
No. Mine is silly.
Mine is too. You go.
Well, when we first walked in on opening night, everyone, we didn't know why there was a hurricane on opening night. And then you walk into the house and there's just a shit ton of corn.
And there you go. Yep.
And everyone was like, oh, we found it. We now know why there was a hurricane.
Yeah. They put it inside. They thought that would be the loophole, but nope.
If the clouds can't see the corn, they won't know it's there.
Joke's on you.
No. Yeah, don't you know clouds have an amazing sense of smell?
It's corn.
I think my favorite scare in this, the scare that got me the best, is the trumpet.
The trumpet.
The trumpet from Lou Bega's classic Mambo No. 5. That trumpet, the first time he got me,
dude,
he was 2 inches away from my face with the trumpet right.
Yeah.
I just hit the mic. He was 2 inches away from my face with the trumpet right underneath it. Like he was offering it to me to toot it, like to blow into it. And he was like, right here.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna like pop you with it. Like I thought he was literally gonna like hit you on the head with the trumpet. It was so funny.
And the best part of that scare is that the sound that the scare makes is just beep.
Beep. It's so good. It's so good.
It's
but the
great.
trumpet guy comes out, so you're like looking at the trumpet guy, and then I don't even know what noise she's making. It sounds like someone is like yelling, but backwards. It's like a reverse yell. Like a ghost is sucking in so much air that it's like whistling as it goes in. And that crazy like ghosty statuey figure like flies out at you. Oh my God. So good.
Yeah. I love this house. I love the Mr. Toad's Wild Ride ending. And and it is among my very favorites, maybe of all time.
Yeah. It's really incredible. And then next to The Darkest Deal
What is it, Maddie? What's next?
we have PlayStation's The Naughty Dog's The Last of Us house at HHN 32.
That's right.
Yeah. My God. I cried going through this house. It's so good. I don't care what anybody says. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. It is fantastic. It is perfect. A+. A1 steak sauce.
I do wish I still have not gotten to that section of the game.
Oh my gosh.
And at this point, it almost feels pointless because it's like, I've seen, like, I'm going to finish the game eventually, but like to do it for the event, I think is kind of a lost cause at this point.
Yeah. We do.
So I do wish I had that. I do wish I had that connection to it that you have, because I think as a house separate from the IP, I think it's decent. Like I think it's pretty good.
True.
But it's clear that like there is something special in it for those who recognized the accuracy or the passion of bringing it to life.
It is essentially walking through that portion of the game. The only difference is that they made the outdoor scenes either nighttime scenes, or they kind of made it an indoor scene, simply because so much of that that section is in the daylight outside. So they had to just kind of tweak it a little bit to make it functional for a haunted house. But the clickers are, God, they are so freaking cool. The clickers, the stalkers, you walk into the house and that, like, Lindsay and I looked at each other when we walked into the house the first time and we were like, this is the game. Like everything's in it. The car crash, the glass doors on the side that Joel crushes someone's head into. You're walking through and you're seeing these bits and pieces that you as Joel and Ellie pick up throughout the game, like bullets and pills and bricks, and you see Joel's backpack, you see the workbench that you can use to like update your weapons and do all that. It's so freaking cool. And then Ellie's there, and it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I am a little salty after seeing video walkthroughs of the Last of Us house over in HHN Hollywood. They have some incredible show scenes with like full on dialogue between a Joel and Ellie actor, which is also incredible because Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson re-recorded specific and special one-of-a-kind audio for these two houses. But it's so neat. It's being in the game. And yeah, we got the TV show, but there's something so different about physically walking through something that you love as opposed to just like watching it on a TV screen. So it's incredible.
I get that. I wish, as somebody who hasn't played the game, it's not like a super scary house. They did an amazing job on the masks for the clickers. I wish that the runners ran more. I mean, I know that they can't like chase us in the house, but they literally just kind of jump out. And I wish that they would lunge like at us a little bit, at least on my run throughs. I wish they would make it feel more like they're runners. I don't know how they'll
What's
do
cool
that
though is that some of their motions are almost like the motions of the runners and clickers in the game. Like I'm specifically thinking of the one that pops out in the bathroom. The way that she kind of like pops out and then without moving her feet, she like swipes at you, but then also kind of like jerks back. When you're playing or watching someone else play the game like I did, that is exactly how they look, because obviously it's a video game, so they can't like they can't like actually like get close to you because of the physics of a game. And that's kind of how it feels. Like it feels like an NPC like clicker. Like it's so cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love the bloaters. Those were super, super cool. And the one that's in the outdoor scene. Oh my god, it got me
Yeah.
so good.
One of those bloaters is out for blood.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Because you think he's done with his scare. Like, he'll pop out and you're like, oh, look, there's the bloater. And then he charges.
Yes.
And it is scary.
I walked behind Michelle, I think the second time we went through this house. And Michelle had like turned to point out Joel because Joel was up top. And then to me, and then when she turned back around, the bloater literally charged like a football player. And Michelle was just like, ah!
I took off
so
running.
Great.
It was crazy.
And then the house ops person was laughing at you so hard that they almost fell over.
Yes.
I
it got me good.
He was doubled over laughing at you. I almost peed my pants. I was laughing so hard. It was
perfect
funny.
because I thought, like, I got this. This is like the 5th time I've been through this house. Look, Maddie, there's Joel up there. And then I turned around and I totally forgot about him. Oh my God.
The bloater was like, come here.
like it ran after me as I was running away.
It's so funny. But another one in this house, like, props to the one scare actor because he got me the one time, and then I think he got Kenneth the next time we went through it. But like you push the plastic tarp things going into the next show scene apart. And I walked forward and instantly there was a baseball bat with nails sticking out of it.
Oh,
just inches from my face. Like if I had walked any closer or not been paying attention, I would have lost an eyeball. Like, and it wasn't a scare. It wasn't a scare because he was just holding it there and then didn't really do anything except like swing the bat down and go like, I screamed and jumped back because there was just a weapon in my face and it was perfect. I loved it.
A+ to that guy's depth perception.
Dude, yeah.
God. In the dark too. Dang.
I could never.
Yeah,
Count
that's
me
scary.
out.
Yeah.
So
definitely
good.
This is definitely a good house. And it's going to be a long wait for sure.
Yeah.
This house is probably the longest wait of all of them, I would think.
Yeah.
I think Stranger Things is still tends to be longer.
Really?
This line is just worse.
Yes, The Last of Us line is the most unpleasant to wait in for a long time. But I think Stranger Things just has a wider audience.
Yeah.
As big as the HBO show was, and as celebrated as the video game is, I think not as many people have experienced that as have watched Stranger Things.
Right.
True.
The Stranger Things line last night on a rainy night where, like, I don't even know why any of us were even there. It was 180 minutes in the rain.
Yeah. Well, I want to say last night, didn't most of the back houses like not open till like 11 or 12 because they were underwater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I heard, also like the platforms that they build so that people are not walking in the mud, those were getting like water damaged from the rain.
Oh,
and
wow.
like, that was part of the reason why like it took so long. But The Last of Us ended up opening at like 1 a.m. Finally, like it was basically closed the entire night.
Oh, that's so bad.
Anyway, yeah, Last of Us.
Yay.
Good house.
What's next?
Pretty good. I like it.
Wait, our last
And
house.
This is the last one.
Yeah.
And in my opinion,
good one to end on.
Saving the best for last.
True.
And this is Universal Monsters Unmasked.
Yay.
Which I did one night walking in. I was just like, walking up the little sidewalk once you're actually heading into the door, looking at the big decal on the outside of the building. And I just thought, why is it called Unmasked? And the house ops person out that side was like, we don't know. That's a good question.
Oh, no.
Well,
because what does it have to do with that?
Phantom has a mask, and at one point his mask is taken off.
Phantom and Invisible Man are the only two that are unmasked because Mr. Hyde doesn't wear a mask. Hunchback doesn't wear a mask.
I don't know why it's called that. That's weird.
But I think
It should have just been
Whatever.
Universal
symbolically,
Monsters
they're being
Paris.
unmasked because they were hiding down in the catacombs, minding their own little business.
Well,
And
yeah, I guess
everybody
that
just
makes
comes in
sense.
their territory and they're being unmasked and they
Yeah.
don't like it. That's my
They
take.
don't like it.
They don't like it.
Like it.
I don't like you in my space. This is my space.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a
So good.
fantastic
Yeah, Tom
house,
from
though.
MySpace is in this house.
But this
It's
is so good.
great.
So the catacomb aspect, awesome. Like the entrance with it being kind of misty and rainy,
Mhm.
so cool.
The policeman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The policeman up top.
And I just noticed, like, the last time I walked through, that you can hear the Invisible Man talking to the policeman up there.
Oh,
Is
really?
that who that is?
Yeah. Yeah, because there's like a voice that starts talking to the policeman, and he's like, wait, who is that? Who's there? It's the Invisible Man.
Oh my
Oh.
God, that's so funny. I thought it was just like
It's
someone else that was like talking, but you couldn't. That's so funny. I didn't even notice.
yeah.
And then, of course, everybody's favorite, extra, we don't
extra,
about
extra.
it.
I love extra.
It's a good transition, like way to transition between the different monsters.
Yeah.
Face ripping demon slays again. Extra,
Yeah.
extra.
I
So
wasn't a
good.
big fan of like the Phantom, the section where it's like curtains, oh, more curtains and some more
Yeah.
curtains.
There is.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that.
I mean, it's a little creepy because you think something's going to jump out and get you, but nothing ever does. So like,
in one or two of them, the Phantom pops out of the curtains on the side, but I do wish there were a couple more like phantoms that popped out from the side. I think that would have really pulled it
Yeah.
together. But as a lover of Phantom of the Opera, it was so cool to be like picking things out. Like, oh, obviously like Christine Daae, and you have Raouf and the owner of the Parisian Opera House, and very, very fun. It was very good.
lots of gory scenes in this
Yeah.
house.
Yeah,
It is like more gruesome than I thought it was going to be.
quite gruesome.
Beware, there's a dead horse in it for no apparent reason. How a dead horse gets down into the catacombs, I don't know.
No, that's not the catacombs though. That's kind of like up above the catacombs because it's
Yeah.
a policeman that pops out. So I'm assuming it's a police horse that he.
No,
then
we're
gets
still in the
knocked off of.
catacombs though. 'Cause-
There's a lady walking her stroller with a baby.
But we
Yeah,
don't
that's
exit
up
the
above.
catacombs until after that because there are literally 3 like sewer holes that we walk through to get out of the house.
Maybe
I don't know.
you go up and then you go back down.
Because like we see Quasimodo up on the bell tower, and that's not down in the catacombs.
Yeah, I'll walk through it again
We're
tonight.
supposed to be down in the catacombs the whole time though.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Walk
doesn't
through it
feel like
tonight,
we
Maddie,
are.
because
Okay.
and I know that we're walking through sewer holes because that's what our tour guide called them when we were looking for the frog.
Oh.
And that's where you get the triple scare at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another great trigger is my baby.
I know.
Yeah.
My baby.
My baby. Jekyll ripping out the spine. Dude,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
good one.
Okay, the Mr. Hydes in this house.
Not my fault.
Right?
So Mr. Hyde, there's the first one you see is by the dead horse, and he can go back and, again, spoilers, he has a double boo hole. So when you go through that doorway into the next part, he can scare you again from inside there on the left.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also a Mr. Hyde on the right. There was one night I was walking through there, and that first one that sees you on the outside with the horse, he like, I thought I saw him after he had done his scare, and like he was resetting, and like before he reset, he looked at me, like we made eye contact, and I was like, okay, and he's like, well, there's a lost scare. I can't scare that guy, and I was very wrong because both of the Mr. Hydes were like waiting for me on the other
Damn.
side.
That's awesome.
I think it's the best scare I've gotten at the event this year.
That's
it was I left my body. It was intense. And they've gotten me that way
astro-projected.
twice. Yeah, they've gotten me that way twice. And that I think It's so good. Like Mr. Hyde has I love him forever now. He got me. And I love this house very much. And I love the Invisible Man. I love the Invisible Man before this house. And I love seeing him in this house. And I cheer for him. And I bow to him every time.
I like the Quasimodo that comes down at you out of the bell towers. That's very cool.
Yeah, that's a really, really cool one.
I do like that.
That's a great house. Great house. Like they are just keeping that bar up there for themselves. I don't know how they're going to. I said this last year too, like how are they going to top it? But
it might be my number 2 Monsters house after Bride of Frankenstein Lives. I think that's still my favorite because, again, the storyline and it was just beautiful. But I think this might be number 2.
They're all good.
I don't know. Last one is still number 1 for me. Last year's house.
Last year's, I don't know why I
so
didn't love it
good.
as much as everyone else did. It's my least favorite of the
that
Monsters
triple
houses
scare at the
so
end
far.
of last year's, man, every
It's
dang
just-
time.
Every time I went through the house last year, like those scare actors were going 1,010%. Like I never had a bad run through, except for that very first time. Opening night, I had a bad run through, and then after that, it was like top notch every single time. But yeah, so that's all the houses. We have
That's all the houses.
one final scare zone that we walk through. No, 2 final scare zones.
2 more.
that
We
walk
haven't
through.
covered 2 of them.
Oh my gosh. So the first one that you're going to walk through, finishing the park on that side, is going to be Jungle of Doom, Expedition Horror, which is very cool, very fun. I like
This is the beginning of Dr. Oddfellow. You can actually see him finding the magical stone skull thing that initially gives him his powers.
It's not the crystal skull from Indiana Jones.
But they do call it a crystal skull.
I know, it's just so silly.
But it's not that one.
Not
Right.
that crystal skull.
The creatures in this zone are cool looking, and the jungle theme,
Very
awesome.
cool.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah. Very, very cool.
Yeah, I like this zone a lot. And the bats. Last night I got scared in that zone only because I was admiring the bats as I was walking through.
And the red eyeballs in the trees. And
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was looking at those eyes and I was just walking through, looking at them and just gazing and admiring and forgetting that there are people in here that are trying to scare people. And one of them got me and I was like, good job, sir. I was admiring the lights.
Yeah.
The amount of fog in this scare zone is crazy. Like every time I walk through it and get hit with the fog, I literally have to put my hands out in front of me because I cannot see. And I just know I'm going to knock over a stilt walker one of these days.
Lindsay and I just kind of stop. We're like, oh God. And
right?
then
Like
clears a
you
little bit,
can't
and we're
see.
like, okay, moving on.
Right.
And we are.
Great. Moving on.
Last
Dark
zone?
Zodiac.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Dark Zodiac. I think it is so freaking cool.
The creatures and the costumes that they came up with are so awesome.
Yeah. It's very fun trying to find your zodiac symbol.
Yeah, unless your zodiac symbol is Libra, and the only way you can tell that there's a Libra in there is because the symbol is on their head or their chest.
Yeah.
And there is nothing else about the costume that says Libra at all.
Yeah.
I was like, where's mine? Where's mine? And somebody was like, that's the one. And I was like, how? Tell me how that's Libra.
Yeah.
Scorpio is awesome.
Scorpio
Yes.
is so cool.
Ooh, yeah.
The oh my gosh, the design of that costume is wild and it looks so cool. But I will say my award in this scare zone goes to Cancer because that stilt walker looks like he is having the best time. He just walks around and he'll walk around and he'll do a little like parade turn on his stilts, and then he'll just with his little pincer just go whack, like right above your head. It's so great. It's so fun.
This is a great scare zone to go through in the daytime, like when you first come into the park, and really take some cool pictures.
Yeah.
Very,
really
very good
see
costumes.
the costume design and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Set wise, it's a little bare, but I don't think that matters just because of how many scare actors and how crazy the costume designs are.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is one that like, and I've even heard, like, I've had friends be like, I just don't get it. I don't get the story.
You don't
And
have
I'm
to
like,
get it.
I don't think it matters. Like, who cares? Like, these costumes look cool. And that's it.
There is no
And it's
story
good.
though. Like technically, there is no story. You know,
Yeah.
yes, we know because we're Horror Nights people that like the Zodiac is where Oddfellow gets his power. Like that was the origin of the everlasting power, the eternal power, whatever you want to call it. But
Yeah.
like as far as this zone goes, there is no storyline. It's just a bunch of Zodiacs that have been twisted to be like kind of evil and dark and brooding. And then you have really dope chainsaw scare actors with an
Yes.
incredible mask and like coat. So
The
cool.
chainsaw costumes are so cool this year.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a very well-rounded
I describe them
zone.
as the chainsaws to me look like a Hot Topic Blue Man group. That's what.
Oh my
That's funny.
God.
But have you seen pictures or videos of the cast change?
No.
They come out like military style. So the chainsaws lead the way. They come from that EPC gate. And the chainsaws form two lines.
The esoteric gate for people who have never worked at Universal before.
Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. So the chainsaws lead the way and they come out in two straight lines. Following behind them is Scorpio's stilt walker, and then all of the Zodiacs that aren't on stilts, and then like a couple more stilt walkers, and then the rest of the monsters that aren't specific to a Zodiac symbol. And they like get to the beginning of the scare zone and the chainsaws like rev and then they all just like branch out.
Cool.
But the militaristic way that they come out from that parade gate is just so cool, especially with the design of the chainsaws. Like, oh, it's just so nifty. I don't know.
Now I got to try to see that.
Yeah, it's neat.
Speaking of, well, I was going to say hordes, but they're not really a chainsaw horde this year, but we do have a horde.
Mhm.
Yes.
And
A roaming thing.
Yeah, and it's very unique. It is the Megan horde.
Yeah.
Have you guys gotten to see it?
Yes.
Yeah, we all got to see it.
Oh, right. That was the night we were all together. Sorry. I've been on 2 RIP tours this year. Yes, 1%.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't keep all my RIP tours straight. I don't remember who was with who.
Sorry. And Chris, I was standing next to Chris during watching the horde, and he was with me on both of them too. So sorry.
Yeah.
That's
That's okay.
But yeah, so Megan, as you all know from the movie Megan, the Blumhouse movie, they're actually just come out and do a dance, and it's very, very cool actually. And they literally roam. It's not always in the same spot, and they come out. What did Rich say about once every 30 minutes or something like that?
Rich said that they have not been able to figure out the schedule, and that they're very protective of the Megan schedule because they don't want people gathering
Early and
before they arrive.
Yeah, so we got lucky and saw them over next to Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
And first, just one Megan comes out and starts doing her little dance, and then like another Megan will come out, and they just kind of come out one at a time until there's about 8 of them?
6.
6. Okay, 6 of them, and then they finish their dance, and then they disappear.
They do a photo op first, and then they'll disappear.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't see the.
Yeah.
Where were they doing the photo op? I didn't see them.
They just stand in the line, and then like you can stand in the middle and like get your picture taken.
Okay.
But the line closes like instantly.
Yeah.
So you have to really run to get in it, and then they go away.
Mm-hmm.
And the song they dance to is "Walk the Night" by Scat Bros, and I love the song a lot, and it's always stuck in my head every time I hear it. And it's another thing, and I've talked about this after I had done everything, and I started having those more chill nights where you're not at Horror Nights trying to get everything done. You're kind of just wandering around, hanging out. The combination of the Megans and the David Pumpkins and the Death Eaters, having all those things at Horror Nights, in addition to the houses and the scare zones and the show, like you normally expect to see, like this year feels different than any other year because there's I think like a wider variety of things happening.
I agree.
And it's
wider.
It's so hard to put your finger on and like explain why the fact that 6 little girls in wigs dancing makes the event feel so much bigger and different. But it does. And it's like, and it's such a weird thing. And I don't like, they really like tapped into something unique this year with all this other entertainment that's happening.
And the fact, I think it helps that they are not on a like listed schedule, because when you do catch them, you feel like lucky.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like it's different. It's cool.
Yeah. So much this year is just different, and everything's been plussed. They always, HHN and like all the creators of everything, they always talk about plussing. You know, you want to upgrade from last year. Like, okay, we did this, and this worked, this didn't, this was okay. How can we do better? How can we plus the event? And I think this year they really, like you said, like they created something very unique. They hit the nail on the head. Everything works. Everything works. The Peacock Bar is great. All the food is great this year. The differences in scare zones, they're all different vibes. You know, you have 60s vampires, you have a jungle, you have these dark, crazy, creepy zodiacs. Like all the houses have different feels as well. Different mediums of IPs this year: movies, TV shows, video games. A weird meta TV show / movie / real life thing that I don't even know what it is. The scare zones are kind like the front opening scare zone makes the event just feel a little bit different. But then even outside the event, you have things at every single hotel. Yep. You have, you know, the brand new walkthrough at Cabana. The tribute store is different this year. Like the merchandise feels different this year. There's so much of it, so much variety. Like, I don't know what it is, but I agree with you. Like everything is an A+.
Yeah. It feels like they brought in some new creative blood. I don't know if that's true or not, but it feels like it because some of these ideas are different. They're so different. But then they also had some obvious veterans still on the team because that's how we still are tapping into the lore. Mm-hmm. But some new ideas came from somewhere, and somebody said yes to them, and it's a great year. It really is a really good year to go to HHN.
Round of applause for Horror Nights! Yay!
Yep.
They did it.
They did
yep.
it.
They did it.
Not that they've never
job.
done it before, but this is just like the best.
And it's hard to do, and like it really is lightning in a bottle every time everything comes together in this way.
Yeah,
you know, like you're gonna have good houses every year, but like this secret sauce that the combination of everything is achieving is it's rare and it's special.
I think this is, out of my 6 years, this is the most well-rounded event since 28. Because for me, out of my 6 years, nothing will top 28. But this one, I think, might top 28. I'm sorry, not 28, 29. HHN 29. I'm so sorry. Anarcade.
Yes.
Anarcade
and Marathon of Mayhem.
Yes. That was my like peak, and now this one is like right there with it. But I think we're also in like Universal itself is in its huge upswing post-COVID. Disney hasn't gotten there yet, but Universal is like, hey, COVID, done, over that. We are, you know, so close to opening a brand new freaking, not even just a theme park, an entire like basically new Universal with like a new city walk, a new hotel, an entirely new theme park, like the best HHN event that we've had in years. You know, Minions is fantastic. Like everything.
Yeah, they're jamming.
They're on fire, literally.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, but Disney is almost done with park reservations, and they've almost brought back the dining plan.
And they almost announced things at the D23 thing.
They said, here's an idea, asterisk. Yeah. Hey, here's something that we may do, asterisk.
Yeah. It kind of felt like, you know, that John Mulaney thing where he's like, when you don't drink and you're at a party and no one knows what to offer you, like, hey, here's an old radish. Would you like that? Is that good for you? That's what that thing felt like. Like, would you guys like it if we put Encanto? Is that
something that you would enjoy? Maybe, I don't know.
We're not saying we're doing it. We just want to like kind of see how you feel about it.
So
and
like, what are
but
the
we are going to put in this Moana walkthrough water experience because everybody's going to love that.
Yeah. The grand finale to our transformation of Epcot, some water.
Right.
I haven't seen it myself, so I don't know.
It might touch be cool. It. You can touch it, Kenneth.
It's interactive water. Thank you very much.
Yes.
It's unique.
It's something at a theme park you can actually touch.
Is Epcot now the world's second water theme park?
I think so.
Dang. The slander.
Oh, goodness. All right. Should we wrap up this 3-hour episode on that note?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
He said vibe check.
Oh my God. Guys, yeah. So it's been fun so far. We still have a whole another month plus to go. Mm-hmm. And it can only get better from here. I'll see you guys again in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Thanks for listening to this 2-hour and 13-minute long episode about why you shouldn't go this year. Like I don't. If you've made it this far, like buy a ticket and go, please. Yeah. It is incredible, and you will not regret it.
The house lineup is great. The zones are all pretty good. The Megan Horde and David Pumpkin's awesome. I give it a C+, above average.
Hey, dude, C's get degrees, so.
True that. Oh, all right, guys. I think that should do it for this episode. Although we could legit talk about HHN for like 10 years and and be fine. But anyway, thank you for listening, and we really do hope to see you in the fog again. If you see us, say hi.
Yes. Please.
Yeah.
We're cool with that. And Maddy may have a bracelet for you. Who knows?
I have so many. Please find me.
Yes. And buy our food guide, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
It is ready to be shipped out, and we would love for you to have it. And everybody that's got one so far is loving it. It's basically a passport, so it's pocket sized. Like literally fits in the palm of your hand and it can slide into your pocket or your backpack. And it's got like all of the food available at HHN listed with quick descriptions and prices and locations, and you can just check them off as you go. And I refer to it all the time. Literally, I'm like, hey, there was something that I wanted to try. Where is that? And I'll flip through, and sure enough, there it is, and I go get it. So
and
it's only if you go ahead.
Oh, you're good. We also put in a guide for any food sensitivities as well, just because this year is a little tricky. So all of that information is added as well, which is exciting.
For sure. It is $6, and that includes shipping. So it's a great deal, and it helps keep us going, helps us bring you content, and will help bring us back for you for next year too. So please, please, please buy it. We have it very limited quantities, so get it now while you still can. Maddy, do you know
I do not know the link off the top of my head, but if you go to our Instagram or our Twitter, it is linked in the bio and it takes you directly to the Portkey Vacations website page where you can just click add to cart and purchase it right there. So
Right.
And let's put that link in the episode description of this
for sure.
episode.
Yeah,
It
we
will
can. And if
be
you just
there.
go to portkeyvacations.com too, when you go to the homepage, there's a pop-up that says buy your foodie guide now, and you can click on that pop-up as well. So portkeyvacations.com, buy your foodie guide. We still, like I said, have very limited quantities left, so get it now while you still can.
The spooky foodie guide to HHN 32.
Yep, $6. It's all yours.
Yay!
All right. So until next time, for more content, be sure to check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/Rush of Fear and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Rush of Fear Pod.
Yeah, for more general Universal Orlando Resort news, check out our friends and UUOP network hosts over at the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, wherever podcasts can be found. For all your travel needs, especially HHN, reach out to our host and sponsor, Portkey Vacations. Just visit the website, portkeyvacations.com, click on the link and the Portkey, submit your no-obligation quote request to start planning your next magical vacation, and buy your spooky foodie guide while you're there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Also, be sure to check out my band, Pangolin, everywhere that you like to listen to music online, and follow us on social media at PangolinFL. We put out a new single last month.
Yay!
And I like it a lot. I like the song. And and we'll hopefully have another new one next month as we ramp up to hopefully have an album out by the end of this year.
Good job.
So yes, and if you're in Gainesville Halloween weekend and you're able to go to the fest, go see us there because it's going to be awesome. And if you could please leave a spooky rating and review on whatever podcast platform you are using, it would really help us out, and we'd love to hear from you, the listeners.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. The podcast has finally come to an end. Now get out.
Bye!
Bye-bye.
All right.